I want to show you the system is shown here is just an improvement or a modification of the headlamp system as we know it. Headlamp system immediately has been modified and improved. Like in this case, we now have 4 headlamps. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The 2 outer lamps, these are double filament lamps. We have 1 high beam filament and low beam filament, high beam filament and low beam filament. Then both sides, left and right, we have an additional filament, a high beam filament in the form of a single filament lamp. So to make it a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 high beam filaments. Then the other 2 filaments in the double filament lamps are low beam filaments. What it effectively means is when the lamps are switched to high beam, we have about 1, 2, 3, 4 filaments on. Let me label here on the board with a little H there. These are high beam filaments. They are switched on from the high beam terminal of your deep switch. If you switch over to low beam, all the high beam filaments, the 4 of them, will be switched off, and in their place, the low beam filaments are being switched on. The question which comes in is, what are the advantages of this system over the other ordinary 2 headlamp system? In this system, it's easier for us to focus the headlamps. The 2 inner lamps are focused to shine a very bright light for a very long distance. Long distance lighting. They are effectively focused to light the long distance, while the other outer lamps on high beam, they are focused to light the immediate front of the motor vehicle to the medium distance. So what it means is the road is well lighted. Road is so light. The whole length of the road is well lighted. So this is just a modification and improvement of the 2 headlamp system as we know it, by adding 2 extra filaments for the high beam, so that when we are on high beam we've got 4 lamps instead of only 2. But when we switch over to low beam, the inner lamps would go out and we are left with the outer lamps on low beam. I think you remember very well we said one of the requirements for a headlight system is to have what we call the dim facility, which is a provision by which we reduce the brilliance of the lamps when passing other drivers. It still applies even on this one, because when we switch over to low beam, we are left with 2 filaments, and the 2 filaments are focused downwards and slightly to the left, as usual. So the improvement that we get from this system is improved road lighting, improved the focusing of the lamps, that is, the 2 lamps in between are focused for the longer distance, while the outer lamps are focused for the short to medium distance. But all the same, we have a deep facility, we switch over to low beam, and our lamps will be focused downwards and slightly to the left. So Martin, you can stop it just briefly. It's a get spot lamps. The spot lamp circuit, these are additional driving lamps. They are additional to the regular driving lamps. These are normally fitted after purchase of the motor vehicle. They are an aftermarket. We feed them after the purchase, aftermarket fitment, equipment which is fitted after the purchase of the motor vehicle. They are normally fitted when the owner is noticed that the regular headlamps no longer serve the purpose. They need to be complemented by the spot lamps themselves, the extra illumination, the over extra illumination, which is otherwise needed because the headlamps are, for one reason or another, failing to light the road effectively. Like I was saying, spot lamps are auxiliary driving lamps. They are additional. They are optional. We can elect not to have them. But when we choose to have them, there are certain provisions of the law that we are supposed to observe. Provision number 1, the spot lamps we should have a maximum of 2 lamps. A maximum of 2 lamps. We should have 2 lamps anyway. We should have 2 lamps. And these 2 lamps should be an equal distance from the center line of the motor vehicle. My lamps say that to measure motor to measure. It's going out to front of motor 2 meters, for example. Then we mark the center line of the motor vehicle. Then we measure from the center line, say 30 centimeters, 40 centimeters, 50 centimeters from the center line of the motor vehicle. Then we put a mark and you drill them. Measure the same distance to the left, put a mark and you drill them. So, as a general rule, your spot lamps should be an equal distance from the center line of the motor vehicle, the 2 of them. There is no provision whatsoever in the laws which allows anyone to fit that kind of spot lamp, which is a single spot lamp in the form of a bar full of those LEDs. That one is illegal. Then you also find there are people who fit more than 2 spot lamps. Sima karadi kuna na arcade. No one fit a spot lamps are 4. That is also illegal because we should have only 2 spot lamps which are in equal distance from the center line of the motor vehicle. Then provision number 2, as you can see from this circuit, the spot lamps should operate on high beam only. When we switch over to low beam, your spot lamps should be switched off. Because switch over to low beam, my spot lamps are from 0. So spot lamps should operate on high beam only. So the relay is wired to the high beam terminal, and it senses, the relay senses the high beam signal. That is, when you switch over this, your deep switch to high beam, the relay is activated, and if you turn the spot lamp switch on, then the spot lamps are switched on. Then the third provision is your spot lamps should have an independent switch. We should be able to switch off the spot lamps and leaving the headlights on, because here, in this case, your spot lamps are additional to the regular headlights. So we should still be able to use our regular headlights with the spot lamps off. So we should have an independent switch there to allow for the extinguishing of your spot lamps while the headlights are still on. So these are the provisions that you have to stick to. On inspection at a roadblock, what the police are looking for is that can we switch off the spot lamps with the headlights still on? That's one track at it. Then they check to name a headlight, name a spot lamps man. Can I mounted in equal distance from the center line of the motor vehicle? That is basically what the law allows us to have. Anything else is illegal. More than 2 spot lamps is illegal. A single bar of a spot lamp which is in the middle is also illegal. And a pair of spot lamps which do not extinguish when on low beam is also illegal. So basically, spot lamps are an optional set of lamps You choose to have them. But when you choose to have them, those are the three provisions that you should observe. 2 spot lamps which are in equal distance from the center line of the motor vehicle. Spot lamps that operate on high beam only. Spot lamps that we can switch off and without affecting the main headlamps. That's the correct thing. And